It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Reminding you that this is the sound of Africa. OT Radio is live and alive. This is the time we all put in our hands on this. This is the newest version, of course, the greatest time of our moments now. OT Radio has come to stay. Tune in on www.otradiouk.com, and of course we have live activities more coming on politics, sports, social entertainment, and everything that you request. My name is Sanko Fatichinan, so I'm going to be part and parcel of it. And of course, OT Radio has come to say this is the sound of Africa.
Want to get out of a job you hate? Did you know you can become a DevOps engineer and earn an average salary of £75,000? You will be highly paid. You can work from home and spend more time with your family, and your work will be respected. Train with Cloud Rock Academy to become a DevOps engineer in just 6 months. Interested? Watch our free on-demand training to learn more.
Ajo Emamo Akwaba and then Subiemo Edo Eba Jimedia to say time with tap send with your servant Nana Kwame or say to baby Biawo and ne enumere and ne area and ne energy around the globe. Imamo Ajo Emamo Akwaba Edemo Eba Jimedia. So another Thursday, you're saying Eshiemu. Ye be din komo, the name and net ye ba beka huasem. Answer no. Mame fasida Emma tap send ejumekuo no isan se omo enikita imuma yetimidi dwumadie bro every Thursday bia se omo eni honom a enka yenso yeni hanom ena enwumrei enti ebeda tap send ase se omo aboa Emma every Thursday bia yetimidi dwumadie ebro ebia wo tie me wo hwe me baby bia wo bia. We are streaming live on OT Media TV, OT Radio, and other social media platforms. Se wo enti tap send enka eni mame enka for tap send enfama app out me edi sendisika edi epo o my Ghana mu Africa yenjo commission bia Ora Julius Mbachaya no acheke ho amame yenjo commission bia bomodiana download the app no ene edai na wonso timi sende ekoma abusuafo a nya any problems via. They give you a very good rate and it's very easy to use. Any input here, so oko ekopiemu ewo my Ghana mu na se boga we yemra and one say we you tap send app no na we dey send sika e de ama ho. Ni titiru se oko my Ghana mu ehun hia se obefa sika ahye ho e de akọ my Ghana mu. Izan say obeko forest brew a oka se oko akọ sika no ohwe tap send rate or the air ma on the forest brief for and so at the air ma now team say omo de no e wo fem pa and one we ya all the pounds ne be call and so be sign the back and as all the dollars ne be call be sign the back all the euros ne be call my Ghana but be sign the back is and say tap send always give you the best rate into bomodian download the app no and na ebeboa. And a tap send dwumadie sa brede wo training shiemu wakopiemu ewo oman Ghana mu chese wabo asetena ewo oman Ghana mu mankofo adwuma operate very well in Ghana. And a Growth Director for Africa, Wababeka Ura Malto. He's going to tell us a bit more about what tap send is doing in Ghana and also any other updates that we should all be aware of when it comes to tap send. And right after that, I'll introduce my guest to you this evening. Mimawajo Emwakwababim. My enhwe video we enonechi midi Ura Malto ebebro.
Want to get out of a job you hate? Did you know you can become a DevOps engineer and earn an average salary of £75,000? You will be highly paid. You can work from home and spend more time with your family, and your work will be respected. Train with Cloud Rock Academy to become a DevOps engineer in just 6 months. Interested? Watch our free on-demand training to learn more.
TapTapSend, an international money transfer company, has launched its operations in Ghana with the aim of making money transfer convenient, safe and fast for Ghanaians. TapTapSend does not take any service charges on any transactions made, making it the cheapest way to send in money in Ghana. The company, which is already in 30 countries globally, is now available in Ghana on the App Store. Speaking at the launch of the TapTapSend call center in Accra on Wednesday, the Chief Operations Officer of eServices Africa Limited, a global partner of TapTapSend, Emmanuel Rekon-Ano, says that the new app will afford Ghanaians a simpler and cheaper way of transferring money.
You have very dedicated and very highly trained professionals here who guide them through the usage of the app. You realize that this TapTapSend app is actually one way, which means that we, in this part of the world, we receive. So people who actually have the app are outside the jurisdiction. So Asia, America, the European Union, and the UK. Okay, so when they have any issues with the app, they want to find out how much will be deducted or charged for sending monies and stuff like that. They reach out to us and then we deliver. People are in love with the app, just like the name sounds, TapTapSend. It's very easy to use it for most people because it's a couple of clicks away and then you're able to send money to your loved ones and relatives. It's available on Google. When you go to Play Store, or Apple Store, you get it there. You can just, by a click of a button, you get the app. And it's an easy setup as well. As we speak, we have 29. So we started with 14, we've added 15 more, and it looks like by the end of the year we should be hitting 100. Okay. You have very dedicated and very highly trained professionals here who guide them through the usage of the app. You realize that this TapTapSend app is actually one way, which means that we, in this part of the world, we receive. So people who actually have the app are outside the jurisdiction. So Asia, America, the European Union, and the UK.
TapTapSend Egusua Air Training Shim. Omai Ghana Munso while launching the operations. We want to hear more from the Growth Director, Uramato. Uramato, Memo Ajuma Okaba and then you may Ebajumediso.
Prince, I didn't know about
Nyamina do. Grace no ebi akaye na nwumre nti ya da so yete ase.
Ebe ending. Ibi aboko. Eti for nyina me chama nyina me dey Kokumauto Abraham. A very good evening to all of you. Our lovely customers and lovely listeners who join us every single week. If you don't know me, you haven't met me, my name is Kokumauto Abraham, a son of Peki, born at 37 Military Hospital, Accra. Lived in Medina all my life. I went to Presec, then I went to Legon. But for the last 19 years, I have lived in London, and I happen to be the Growth Director for Africa for TapTapSend. And I have done that for just over 2 years. So why do we come on this show every single week? I mean, I always say, Ghana is my first love. True and true. That's why I've told you my whole history and where I come from. If you look for me at Firestone, you'll find me. There are boys who know me. So I love Ghana more than most things. And this show is one of those things that, thanks to Ultimia and Nana Kwame, we've been able to do this for well over a year. In fact, far more than that, where we connect with you as our customers every single week. And it's fast become a place where no matter where you are in the world as a Ghanaian, whether you're a TapTapSend customer or not, Unim said once a week on a Thursday evening at 8 p.m. GMT or wherever you are, you can come to a place where you will meet fellow countrymen who speak your language, and we can have a laugh and chill out and learn some stuff that could help us. So that's exactly why we've done this show, and that's why we've done it for all these years. So if you've never joined us before, you're welcome. It's a very different kind of show today. We debated a lot whether this was the right thing to do, but we are on a trajectory to talk about career change and career improvements. And I know that most of you think that, and no, I don't know, but I'm sure there's a whole lot more juice left in a lot of you for many years to come. Into there's a different kind of show today, but I'm hoping that you enjoy it, and I'm hoping that we would all learn from it. And what's been going on at TapTapSend today? Was it today or yesterday? We did the official launch of our operations with my good friend Rekwano in Ghana and his team, e-services. And what is important to let you know is that whilst we love Ghana and we are moving a lot of money into Ghana, we are also investing in Ghana, right? So what we've done here is launch a call center operation in Ghana, which means that 50 to 100 young people in Ghana will be employed directly working for TapTapSend, and they'll be based in Ghana working for a company called e-services who we are working through, but they've all been employed to work purely for TapTapSend. So when you talk to somebody tomorrow or the day after, and you are speaking to them, they're probably sat in Accra answering your calls and helping you. Why is it important to us? It's important to me because I feel very passionate about the fact that when you are working in the country and you are helping people move money into the country, you also invest in the country in many different ways. So this is a very clear way of us showing that we care about Ghana and we want to see Ghana improve. And we want to contribute directly to the economic development of Ghana by investing in the lives of people and allowing people to get jobs. So that's what we've done. So I'm very happy about it. I hope you are too as customers. So be proud, say your small coins I was sending, and some of it actually is being used to employ young, talented bright people. Why did we do it? I was talking to the press yesterday. We did it because Ghana has a lot of talent. And if you don't live in Ghana, you will see the labor arbitrage in Ghana is large. Like, people are very educated, but they don't have many jobs. So you get people who speak very good English, better than me, who are in Ghana. They're very smart, but they don't have jobs. So we can create employment very simply. Why not? So I'm glad that we've been able to make it happen. Also, like the way Ghana make hard, Charlie, no be small. Small coins people go take jobs and then they get. So we think that doing this would also help put money in the hands of everyday people. Beyond sending money, we're actually also creating wealth in Ghana, basically. So that's the big news this week. So thanks to all of you, thanks to my team, thanks to everybody who has helped make this happen. It's been a long process. Those who know that I've been going to Ghana a lot. This is all part of the work that we are doing. So we are very proud and very happy to be able to announce that today. So all of you on the call today, if you've sent $1 to Ghana through TapTapSend, you have contributed in a way to creating employment for up to 100 people in Ghana. So that should make you feel good. So let's do so. If you are thinking of using some other app instead of TapTapSend, just think about all those poor children in Ghana who have jobs because of your continuous use of TapTapSend. David, stop laughing. We appreciate it. It's really good. So thank you very much for making that possible. And we are very happy about it. We are very excited by it. So that's the big thing this week. Apart from that, the rates have been, I think, better than last week. So the rates have been getting incredibly better, like slowly better, because those of you who did not sign the debt exchange program, you are exempt. But the debt exchange program in Ghana is done now. Like, the deadline has passed. If you signed it, fine. If you didn't sign it, you are exempt. But effectively, the government has defaulted, right? So the cedi has depreciated a bit more, which means that August there, if the cedi is depreciating, then we are happy because the rates are better. So that's what's been happening. It means we've had slightly better rates for the last week or so. And those of you who have been messaging me say, oh, yeah, your rates are good, but they are not as good as somebody else. Mr. Moana, we will continue to work to give you the best rate possible every day. So stick with us and we'll continue to work for you and we'll continue to work to give you the best rates. That's the main thing. The final thing to say is that uploading your ID is still a thing that most of you keep asking about, or most of you still ask about every single week, or probably stop using the app because of uploading ID. So when you get to the point, almost say, oh, you're about to send £1,000, please upload your ID. Most of us we come out of the app and we leave and we go and find Kofi Mendo down the road and give him the money and say, oh, do it for me. I'm encouraging you, say, that's not perhaps the best thing to do. The best thing is say, follow the app. The app is pretty simple. Just follow the app one step at a time. If you can't follow the app, call one of your children, let them help you follow the app. If you can't get a child to help you, go to your neighbor, knock his door, say, oh, can you help me? Or wait until you get to church Sunday, get one of the young guys at church to help you do it. It's really, really pays for you to be able to upload your own ID and clear your own stuff on your app so that you can send your own money. But it is simple, it is secure, it is safe. we are not taking your details to go and do anything with. I'll tell you why. We are regulated, which means that your license ID Ejima, UK and US. Your license, no, it requires that we have to comply by certain regulations. And those regulations mean that anybody who is sitting behind the phone and behind the app, we have to know who you are. Also know your customer in TSA NIMU. So to know who you are, we have to get a copy of your ID. And we have to confirm so that copy of your ID is the same person who was there. So for selfie, now with our ID, and you compare to now and say, yes, that's it. So if we're asking you those questions, we're asking you because we really need it to be able to maintain our license. Indeed, if it pops up on your app, please follow the instructions, upload your ID. It is safe. It is as secure as any bank you can think of or any security company you can think of. We are as secure as they are. And this matters to us. Indeed, please spread the word and let us tell everybody, say, it's not, your data is not going anywhere. All I want to do, I've been telling you guys, is move all the money from here into Ghana and here into Africa. I don't want to put any barriers in your way. None of our team want to. So we're asking because we want to clear the way for you to move more money into Misrewa. Let's do it. And finally, and I'll stop there. Those of you who experienced some pending in the last week, I'm sorry. Our service has not been up to scratch for the last week. I call up, now call down. Some of you, the complaints went up a lot this week about, what's in this guy? It's been 2 hours, it's been 3 hours. People message me. People even sent me a message on LinkedIn saying, tap, what's going on this week? And I read it all, I take it all. And all I can say, heartfelt say, if you're on this show, you can hear me. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, take it from me. Our service wasn't up to scratch last week, and we are sorry. We will continue to work to make it better. Our partners in Ghana didn't deliver the service we wanted them to. But like I always say, that's not your problem. It's our problem to make sure our partners work hard. So even if they let us down, we can't even blame them. Indeed, forgive us. We are sorry. We'll work harder and we'll get better at it. But let's continue sending. I'm looking forward to the show. I'm never going to quote, but let's see what the show brings today. And those competitors were on the show every single week. I see you. I agree with you. That's not a competitor. It's George. No. So you challenge now. I'm not coming. Back to you.
Before you go, like if somebody is sending money, now the app requests for an ID, meaning that the transaction will be pending until the ID is submitted and reviewed and approved. Should this person send a transaction again, or the one that was sent will be delivered?
Hey, yeah, take some question about it. I don't even know. It's like who on the team knows this? I can say, okay, I don't want to say something and sort of say the wrong thing. So it's better say maybe let's ask somebody who actually knows, either Teresa if you're on the show or one of the CS people. But my understanding is that normally they are sending it will pend. If we need your ID before you can send, if you send again, it will still pend. Indeed, it's best to upload your ID and clear your account so that you can continue sending. Because pending it there, and because we'll send it back on that encore because of ID. Second one is a pending, third one pending. So my advice there, instead of continuing to send, thinking, say, I can avoid uploading my ID. You can't avoid it. You have to upload your ID. So if you keep sending new ones, it will just keep pending until you upload your ID. So my advice, upload your ID, get verified, and then you can send money.
Finally, before you go, can you also clarify, when you say ID, I got somebody who called me this morning. Must me uploading my ID, my student's ID. Can I upload that one? Can you clarify what type of ID tap accept it?
We accept government issued ID, mostly issued by the Western countries, the sender countries. If you have a driver's license from the UK, that's acceptable. If you have a passport from Ghana, it's acceptable. Even Ghana card, Ghana card, even because I can't use my Ghana card as ID. I don't think that's acceptable right now because that's not an internationally accepted form of identity. So if you say upload ID, what we're looking for is a passport or a driving license mainly. And I think most countries have a passport or driving license. So that's where that's what's accepted. And that's the documents that you can upload as form of ID. Not your student ID card, not your bank card. We see all sorts. You'll be amazed some of the things that people upload, but you can call for the reference.
Yeah. Yeah, funny, sir. Yo, Ramauto, definitely we will have Tap Send focus section right after the talk and the presentation and question time. So will be any question regarding Tap Send. Director Mauto will come back again. He'll be in the seat and he'll be answering all your questions regarding your Tap Send account. Then again, we will open breakout room one.
With David.
Okay, cool. With David. Kofi Eje also obeka twi. They say there say or titwi pa first non titwi. Enyam na meka papa bi onim no Germany. Os abrantie ni ni. They say the titwi. Anyway,
fine.
All right. Okay. By then, yeah, then Yamia says say the ultimate country. Yo, abusia for and the year started new series on career development. We are starting a new series on career development, and we are fortunate today to have a gentleman who's going to speak to us on how to become an IT engineer and unlock your 70K plus salary. 70K plus a year salary. Now, Abranti American who wants me or a year ya damfo yembibia. Oko nisuku ni BA or no and undergraduate at University of Ghana and or better as ye masters a year so for the university. And I know ka say or ye a juma with Royal Bank of Scotland in Vibebre and who decided say obe venture into the tech world. There has been a trend. I mean say enkofo bebre bi a wa ye juma. I know one girl wa ye juma with Barclays Bank for so many years, or IT engineer. What is happening? People are switching from even being a lawyer, a banker, Uber driver. They are all switching to IT. What is happening there? Today we have Prince Boakye, who is a senior DevOps engineer and a global tech lead for a large multinational firm. He is also the CEO of CloudRock Academy Limited. Prince is passionate about helping people with dreams of having a better career, earning more money, upskill, and becoming DevOps engineers, even if they have no IT background or formal computer science training. He has trained nurses, doctors, lawyers, accountants, Uber drivers, and even stay-home moms and dads to change their career and enter into the IT field. Prince is a married man. Mamin declared that one. Ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome Prince Boakye to talk to us about how to earn 70K plus a year. Prince, good evening and welcome to the show. You are on mute.
Oh, okay. Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, it's clear now.
Okay, good. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I don't know training fra but it be a tefa bro for line now. I don't know
I ever say afafra from my
Mate. Thank you for the opportunity to speak here. And also I'm glad that all the people here, I can see more than 80 people here this evening to come and listen to what I have to say and also take something out of whatever I have for you. I want to go straight to the point. I think a friend said to me, So typically, I'm not a DevOps engineer. I'm sorry, I'm not an IT person. Honestly, But because okay, I'm my wife, at times let me test the market, you know. At times when you are married, you test the market. But we say market, you know.
I said.
But technically, I'm not an IT person at all. And I'm not somebody who is into IT at all. I'm not even, let me say it this way, I'm not passionate about IT. But I'll tell you why I'm saying that. Okay. Now, now the world is moving into a different direction. If you study what is going on, you realize that the world is moving into a different direction. Now you have to ask yourself, how can you be part of the future? You know, when you are working, it's not just about working, it's about earning money. I said to a friend, if somebody will give me a lot of money to stay home, I'll stay home. Because my whole focus is looking for money. Do you understand? But it's fun when you find something that you are passionate about and it's also earning you money. I said to my wife, if I was not a DevOps engineer I would be a DJ or a musician because I love it. I love listening to songs. And when the song that you were playing was fantastic, was amazing.
I will invite you to the studio one of these days to come and DJ. Yeah.
Good. I would love that. But my focus is whenever you want to change a career, you have to look for a career that will push you into the future. Okay. So how did I become a DevOps engineer? I came across it by chance. I was just looking for project management job, and I saw AWS. And at that time, I asked myself, what is this? I didn't even know what AWS was. So, but I came across it a few times. So I decided to research about it. And I realized that they said Amazon Web Services. And I asked myself, Amazon, do they have another company? Now, I was not aware of that. So I started reading about it and I became interested. And then I started checking the amount of money that they pay. As soon as I saw the money, I said, I will do it. So when I was learning IT, my whole focus was because of the money. And I was not into IT. Imagine if anytime I wanted to do something on the computer, I call my wife, how do we do this? Come and do that for me. But as soon as I saw it, I said, I will do it. And I started reading about it. And then I understood cloud. And I realized that, wow, this is the future. Although it's hard to learn, the question is, that for me, it was difficult because I knew nobody, I've never come across it before. And all my friends, nobody was doing something like that. All right. So I decided to learn it, and I started learning it. And that's where I went through a lot. It was hard. I was learning stuff that they were not necessary, but I was just learning it like a blind person, just learning, going about. So it took me years before I got a job. Now, when I landed a job, I realized that this is not difficult. This is simple. Everybody can learn. And one thing I'm really passionate. I'm passionate about teaching. Even teaching is my gift. I teach my kids. I taught them how to read, how to do this. I teach. So once I know something, I can teach anybody to know it. So as soon as I was able to do, I realized that this is so easy. I can teach anybody to learn it. So I started teaching people. And almost all the people have taught, they all zero IT background, IT knowledge. They don't know anything about cloud computing. I took them from scratch and I taught them how to do it. You know, now my focus is to demystify that word. Always it refuses to come out, but it's to make IT. You know, when you mention IT, at times people say it's not my thing. It's your thing. IT is not difficult. It's so easy than any other job I've come across. I'm telling you. I always tell people, if you can drive, you can do IT. If you can use your mobile phone, you can do IT. If you can go online and check your emails, you can do IT. Do you understand? Anything that you can do IT. Why? Because all you need to do is to practice. That's it. So I started teaching other people, and then they started getting jobs. I've trained a lot of people. And, just last week, my brother-in-law called me and he said, a few weeks ago, he said, so are you sure this thing here you are saying is true, that we will get jobs? And I gave him countless examples. So it's a career path that if you want to change your career and you take the IT path, especially the DevOps cloud engineering path, listen, you are going to increase your earning. Is the future. As I sit here now, I taught myself. Now, I wish I can just mention the name of my company, but I don't want to say I'm here representing them. But I am the global infrastructure for them across the world, America, Europe, Africa, anywhere. But the person sitting here learned it by himself. And I've realized that everybody can learn it. It's not difficult. It pays more. You have to be diligent when you are learning, and I'll teach you everything. Whatever that you need to be able to learn, I'll teach you. That's my aim. That's my purpose. So my aim now is to teach people to get into the future, to be part of the future. I've taught nurses, lawyers, doctors, mention them, stay-at-home moms. I have a home medical doctor. He's an IT engineer now, a lawyer, engineer, like chemical and electrical, those kind of engineering. I've taught all of them. So it doesn't matter your background. Recently, a stay-at-home mom. Well, she's a businesswoman though. Now, she's working with PwC. I taught her. So I've taught a lot of people. So now if you want to change your career, I will encourage you to take the path of DevOps or cloud computing. And if you really want to learn it, I'm here. I have a company that train people into DevOps. We will train you, we will guide you, we will help you how to interview, how to talk, how to build your CV, how to answer questions. And our training, we train you to be an engineer. When we were young, we were learning, most of it, you learn book knowledge. But we train you that when you get to the field, you can actually do the job. That's the purpose of our training. That from day one, as soon as you enter the office, you'll be able to work. You'll be able to do the job. It's not about certificates. It's about how you can do the job, how you can work. So we train you to become an engineer, full engineer, that you get up, you go in from day one, you can do it. That's what we are here for. Yeah.
All right, Prince, before you go on, maybe somebody will ask you, you are talking about cloud engineering, DevOps. What is it about? Yeah. If you can tell us a bit more, then we go into the training part of it. Yeah.
Good. That's a very good question. And maybe I should have even explained that before going into it. So now there's high demand for cloud and DevOps engineers. Now, what is it? When you look at all the big companies, if you're in Europe, you can see big companies, NatWest, the Barclays, PwC, all those big companies, they take data, even when you tap. When they take your details, right? Before cloud, they store it on a server, okay? So they will have a database, physical database that you can touch. Then they will store all the information there. When that is full, they have to buy another one. When that database is full, they have to buy another one. And when you order a database, you don't get it that same day. It can take months. And when it takes months and you get the database, engineer needs to come and fix it for you. So it takes a long time. And some of the system, when you buy it, maybe you need it just for December. So you might buy an application that December is busy. So you need a bigger application. So a lot of people are sending money. So they need space to store it. After December, you don't need all the space. So it's a waste of money. Now, companies realize that spending money on these kind of infrastructures costs them a lot. Now, Amazon offered them a way out. They said, do you know what? We have a lot of space on our system, on our computer, on our servers. You can come and put your details and all your information there and pay us a token and pay us some money. And it's a pay-as-you-go service. It's a fantastic. So it means I don't need to build infrastructure. I don't need to build anything. All I need to do is to send my information onto your database or your system, and I pay you a token. So it's a pay-as-you-go. You pay, you use. When you stop using, you stop paying. So all the big companies said, this is fantastic. And everybody started moving there. Now, when they all started moving, now you will need engineers to work on it. There's shortage of engineers because now the government, the UK government is the #1 consumer of cloud services. They are moving all their assets. In Europe, they are the #1 consumer of AWS. So they are moving everything, think about everything to the cloud. So because they don't want to build data centers and keep details again. They want to send it to the cloud. Now, because of that, you need engineers to take care of everything that you are sending there. Now, there's huge shortage of engineers because before you can become a DevOps engineer, it takes a bit of time. So that one is a barrier of entry. And technically, a lot of people don't want to learn IT. So that one too is barrier of entry. And when they see the requirement, all the stuff that you need to know to become a DevOps engineer or a cloud engineer, they say, no, I don't have time. So that one too is a barrier of entry. And we know in economics that demand and supply determines price. So because of that, a DevOps engineer has become like gold. When you find one, it means you are safe because everybody wants to move to the cloud, but there's no engineers to take care of the stuff that they are moving there. So now there's huge demand for cloud engineers globally. In America, is massive. So globally, there's huge demand. So cloud basically means that you storing your information, your pictures on another person's computer or server as a pay-as-you-go service. Instead of you buying the physical server, you put it there and you use it. And the government is doing that, is using it. And there's huge demand for cloud and DevOps engineers. You know, in my company, when they employed me, they said for almost 2 years, they've been looking for somebody with my profile and they can't find one. So when I was about to start that job, the requirements I gave them, and if I mention the name of the company and the requirements I was giving them, you'll be shocked because they realized that it's not easy to get an engineer. So they will come back and I'll give them this. And they will come and say, okay, yeah, they said they are accepted, they will give it to you. Then they will come and I'll give them another requirement. And they'll say yes, and another requirement, everyday requirement. All of them, they say, yeah, we'll give all to you. Because it's hard to find an engineer. So that is the trend. So if you want to be part of the future, and you know what? Almost like only 20% of companies have moved to the cloud now. So imagine in the next 10 years, if every company moved there. Just imagine the demand for cloud engineers. And there's a barrier of entry because you will not get anyone to say, I will teach you. You know, in the UK, I'm now about to come across any company or any company teaching people DevOps. I came across one, but it's hard to come across even a DevOps engineer. If you can find a DevOps engineer, come, I'll give you £5. You know, you can't somebody and say, oh, this guy is a DevOps engineer. It's hard to come across them because they are scarce.
I'll take the £5 because I'm a DevOps engineer.
Awesome. All right. So now my next question. I think the last time there was this event at Excel, I think early. No, it's coming in March. I've seen you being one of the leading speakers of that event. One will ask, so how can one become a DevOps engineer?
All right. Okay.
And how long?
So I think that.
And how long?
Yeah. I think that's one of the main topics that they want me to speak about in Excel. So to become a DevOps engineer, okay, let me talk about my training, right? Okay. Yeah. To become a DevOps engineer, you need to know a few tools, okay? And also understand the DevOps culture. Do you understand? That's what we will do. But our training will take 3 to 6 months. So a lot of people have trained. By 5 months, they all have jobs. All right. So it takes 3 to 6 months. We will teach you. We call AWS. Maybe you've not heard of them. AWS. We will teach you Terraform. We will teach you Ansible. We will teach you Kubernetes, Docker, Linux, Git, Python. We will teach you all of these. And maybe when you hear the names, you panic. Don't. IT, as I'm saying, IT is not difficult. IT is just like learning anything. If you can drive, you can do IT. It's all we tell you, click here, type here, use this command. You just practice it and realize that you are an engineer. Like, it will work. And you know, one thing about IT is that when it works, it will work. It will not change. When a command works, the command tomorrow, the command will not change. It's the same command will give you that. So it's just getting understanding how it works. So to become a DevOps engineer, it will take you 3 to 6 months. All the tools that you need to know, we will teach you, we will guide you, we will help you build your CV, we will give you real life projects that when you finish and you're about it, every recruiter will know you know what you are talking about. Yeah.
All right. So take us through the training. How can one sign up and all that one need to know to become a DevOps engineer?
All right. Okay. So to become to train with us, we have a class coming up March 11th. All you need to do, I think if I can share my screen, let me see. Yeah. I'm looking here because I have another screen here. So all you need to do is to sign up with us, or you can join our webinar, which is coming up this Saturday, and you can join. But I think this part, how you can sign up, if Na is here, I don't mind Na taking over, and because she is the one in charge of that. So if you are there now, how do they join and how do they go about it?
Okay. Hello, everybody. Good evening. So, Prince, if you could go to the first slide, please.
Yeah.
If you can make it full screen. We don't see your full screen.
Oh, okay. Here on my side is full screen.
Okay. All right. So Prince shared a little bit about what's the training is about. I just want to quickly go through. We've put together a package. So like he said, he learned DevOps on his own, and he had to go to a lot of different places to gather information and piece it together. And it took him a long time. So he's created this, what we call the DevOps Career Accelerator. And it's one live teaching with him, which, you can buy a course online, but really what you need is somebody looking over your shoulder, looking at your practical projects, right? And correcting you. Sometimes one mistake or one error when you're trying to do it can delay you and derail you. So having somebody who can teach you live and you can ask questions live is very important. But we also have like a private WhatsApp group. And then there's like a step-by-step curriculum so that you build like foundation upon foundation. So it's easier to understand, and it's easier, especially for people who have no background in IT. Prince had no background at all in IT. And then there are specific DevOps tools and skills. He didn't say it, but there are like over 100 different companies use different tools. What we've done with our DevOps Career Accelerator is to pick, I think, we started off with 5, but I think now we're close to 8 or 9 different tools. These are the in-demand tools that all the big firms are looking for. AWS, like he said, which is the largest cloud provider. Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, We do projects on Jira. And also, one thing that a lot of people is once you've done the project, do you have practical experience? Can you get a job? So we help you with practical projects that you can then put on your CV to demonstrate that you are an engineer, checklists, reading materials, etc. So that's all you're seeing on the very right-hand side of this page. And this little screenshot is actually your members area. So you go in there, all the videos are, all of our tutorials are on Zoom. Everything is recorded and you have access to it on a laptop. You have access to it on your mobile 24/7. Whilst you're in the class, you have access to it for 6 months. And you can watch it at any time, watch the replays, right? So Prince, if you can go to the next slide, please. So let me talk very quickly about the price, if that's okay. So the course is, you can see here, the total value is 20,000. And we're not even like, you can say, it's true. It's really 20,000 if you were to try and build this up on your own. But the whole package, the whole DevOps Career Accelerator package course is £4,000. That's the normal price if you were to come in and buy it from our website. But Prince, if you go to the next slide, what we've done is we've put together like special pricing for anybody who really wants to do this. And if you pay in full, then you only have to pay $2,500. If you need, which, in this economy, it's not that easy to come up with $2,500 straight out of the bat, right? So some people will say, do you have a payment plan? Yes. So we have a payment plan option and you can pay £500 a month for 6 months. So you pay $3,000. So that's, if you pay full price, you save $1,500, which is a lot. If you pay a payment plan, you still save £1,000, which again is a very tangible benefit, right? Savings. Now, in terms of how the date, so our next cohort is March 11th. The class is from 1 to 4 p.m. And you can't just sort of sign up, right? You have to apply. And I'll tell you why you have to apply. It's because we want to make sure that we can help you. So we want to understand your background. We want to understand what you've done in the past. And then we want to make sure that when you come in, we can help you, because that's not cheap, $2,500 to spend. So we want to make sure that if this is something that you want to do, that we have everything we can, bring to the table to make sure that you can end this course and become a DevOps engineer. So Prince, if you can go to slide 5. And I'm going to put the link in the chat as well. The next slide, please. Thank you. So these are, please take your phone out if you're interested and take like a screenshot of this information. So you need to apply by Tuesday, March 7th, because the class is starting March 11th. And we have to do a lot of onboarding stuff, right? So you have to apply by March 7th. And if your application is accepted, make your payments and secure your place. That's the link to apply, application link there. www.cloudrock Academy DevOps Live Launch application form is really simple. The next cohort, like I said, is Saturday 11th, 1 to 4 p.m. And, we're very grateful to TapTap for this opportunity, but we also have another webinar coming up just this coming Saturday. And Prince will go into, he's got, a whole presentation. What is DevOps? He will show you some slides. And I think he even opens up his email and shows you some of the job postings that recruiters have been chasing him with. So you can see, Ghana for Becca, Philly. in reality, the kinds of salaries that people are being offered. And if you have any questions, you can call us on WhatsApp or email us at so. I don't know if that's helpful.
Yeah, if you can put the numbers there also in the chat, so anyone who wants to maybe
yes, okay,
can do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Should we take questions now, Prince, or take it at the end?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
take questions now.
I will go for
Okay.
one quick break. When I come back, I will ask
Then
the
we take
audience to
questions. Okay.
take
Thank you.
ask questions here. So, producer, if you are there, can we go for a quick ad break? And when we come back, we will take all the questions. So,
Want to get out of a job you hate? Did you know you can become a DevOps engineer and earn an average salary of £75,000? You will be highly paid. You can work from home and spend more time with your family, and your work will be respected. Train with Cloud Rock Academy to become a DevOps engineer in just 6 months. Interested? Watch our free on-demand training to learn more.
can you add one more? Then we take the questions. One more.
Want to get out of a job you hate? Did you know you can become a DevOps engineer and earn an average salary of £75,000? You will be highly paid. You can work from home and spend more time with your family, and your work will be respected. Train with Cloud Rock Academy to become a DevOps.
Tap, send. Hello, people. Now, Tap Send is finally in New York. You thought we are not coming there. We are in your place. So what you have to do is to make sure you send money to Ghana. If you're in New York, families and friends in Ghana are waiting for you. More send it. All you have to do is to put in your information, sign up on the App Store or Google Play Store, and then you tap and send. New York, we are live and in charge. No excuse. So make sure now you use Tap Send to send all the money you want to send to the families in Ghana. You know what I mean? Tap Send. It's secure, it's fast, and it's convenient. Open day. Did I mention my name? My name is Carlo Boss. The only boss with what that. Download Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Want to get out of a job you hate? Did you know you can become a DevOps engineer and earn an average salary of £75,000? You will be highly paid. You can work from home and spend more time with your family, and your work will be respected. Train with Cloud Rock Academy to become a DevOps engineer in just 6 months. Interested? Watch our free on-demand training to learn more.
Yo, I was for Sabre Yababak. What's here from Ura Prince Boache about cloud engineering? Question B will be Sabre a quite el honomo say Oma on Sasso Zoom no so amount Saswa obetimi at the question no at the Abba na omo ano at the amount said your kind on so no omo free webinar eba so this coming Saturday and on so no obetimi ama linker obetimi I register no I join you to hear more about how to become a DevOps engineer. Yo, yanko Zoom no so na yemfa Peter Edu Chemi. Peter, Bacho, unmute yourself now for a question, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, OT and OT Media and Tap. I think my first question is what is the guarantee? How valuable is the certificate? Because the first thing is that you say UK how pay Juma. They need your credential. They need to know how. So the first question, how valuable is the certificate? And or go forward, they can train you more through the training on when you Juma and two. There are a lot of these training courses. You enroll, but maybe 6 months. And I catch you say, you need to pay more and add. No one can come on Tap Live and come and say things that are not true. So we trust the genuinity of the person here. But what is the guarantee? It says 6 months now. Yeah, they might not obia or obiano when you the needed qualification. Make to me I'm managing Juma because at the end of the day, that is what we are achieving to do. So we'll be Juma after the training. And
Okay.
the last question is do you have companies when a person of OVA training now bit me a link and I say bit me more blanco for some when you Juma after that training
Okay, I think Mame answer our last question. Our last question, no, we are DevOps area edu CV tour. You don't need anybody to link you. Listen, recruiters will bombard you. They will chase you. You become so important, because they are looking for engineers and they can't find one. So once you put your CV there, LinkedIn, wherever, from morning, they will bombard you with calls. I was training a group of people maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I said to the guy that when you put your CV there, the amount of calls that you will get, listen, it will be enormous. So this guy, at some point, I gave them a sample CV to do it. And the guy put a CV there. According to the guy, he said, I put the CV there 2 a.m. He said, by 10 p.m. in the morning, I took the CV off. And I said, why? He said, the number of calls I was receiving, I couldn't work. So I have to go and take the CV off. So you don't need me to even link you. Listen, your CV, once you put it there, they will chase you. And also, we are not the type of company that after 6 months, our price is what is there. That's what we charge you. To do well in life all depends on you. We will give you everything that you need to become an engineer. But one thing we cannot do, we cannot force you to learn it. Do you understand? But we will give you every information. And every time, before I teach, I encourage them and I speak for like 15 minutes. Something to encourage you, something to push you to learn it, because the opportunities is enormous. Do you understand? So the jobs are there. And on the screen right now, I don't know if Julius is here. I trained Julius. He's a senior DevOps engineer. Rosina, they are countless. Solo is here. There are a few of my students, they've all have jobs. SkyF, they work with SkyT, job with Sky, PwC, Kano, all the companies, almost every company, like they are all here. They all got jobs through CrowdRock. So the people getting jobs, we have a long list of people, senior engineers, all that, and all of them, I train them. So getting it is not an issue. And also, it's not about certification. In the beginning, I said, we train you to get to the job environment and get a job. UK, they don't care about certification. They care about, can you do it? So when you go for an interview, they will tell you, how do you do this? Once you are able to demonstrate that you can do that, they'll give you the job. They don't care about your certificate. They care about, in IT, it's about the system is there. We want somebody to boot the system. Can you boot the system? Yes. How do you boot it? You press here, you press here, you press here. Give you the job. That's it. But when you have certificate, it attracts more recruiters. Yeah.
He was asking how credible is the certificate that you give to them? Is it accredited or something?
We don't give you any certificate. We give you experience. There are a lot of, anytime I go anywhere I want people to take their mind from certificate and think about how you can do the job, like experience. Do you understand? So
yeah,
whatever we will teach you, whatever certification that is out there, you will pass. So after I've taught you, then I encourage you to take the certificate, because I don't want your mindset to be certificate. Otherwise, I've come across people that they don't focus on the practical aspect of how they can do the job. They think about certificate. We can exams. We have people who can take exams and pass, but they are not engineers. You will never get a job. So we train you to be able to do it. And once I see you can do the thing, I say, write the certification. But without certification, you get a job. But when you have it, it's good. But we don't give certificate. We give you experience, real life experience. Yeah.
I personally did my checks on on your work, and I was wondering how some of your students, somebody like I haven't met Rosina before, for her to leave Barclays after 9 years to do this course and get the job that she's doing now, it satisfied what I was looking for. I don't know Rosalind anyway. If Rosalind is on the line or Julius is on the line, if they can say something small before I take my next questions.
I think I would prefer Rosina because she's a not stay out. She had a business, but she's somebody who have not worked in the corporate world for a long time. And I think I like her story more.
Okay. But your next question. So.
Maybe.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hello?
Yes, yeah.
Hi, hello, yes. Minka Triana, Minka Brofo. I don't even know which way to go. But I think I'll combine. Yes, so I worked for Barclays for some years, about 11 years or 10 years. And then I obviously started a business because I had young children at the time. So, and then I decided to go back. So I trained with Prince, and then now I'm a DevOps engineer. And like he said, I'm very, very busy. I'm a mom of 3, and I have other businesses that I run as well. So to be able to, if I have been able to do it, everybody else can do it. I know that the other person asked about like the job guarantee. Like as Prince rightly said, if you're really hungry and you want something, you'd have to make time for it and put, a bit of effort into it to get it. So he will give you everything that you need. He will give you the encouragement. He will give you the like real life projects for you to, do. So it's up to you. How hungry you are will determine the success that, you would. But he's amazing. He's an amazing teacher. He would support you whichever way that he can, as long as you are willing to and you're ready to learn. And then as he rightly said, IT is very practical. So if you put the work into it and you keep practicing and practicing and practicing, there's no way you won't get a job. You will get a job because there's a lot of jobs out there. If you put your CV out there, the number of recruiters that will call you, you'll be amazed. I don't think there's any job, there's any kind of career out there that you have people chasing you like you would experience when you put your CV out as a DevOps engineer looking for work. So yeah, that's what I want to say.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rose. Let's move on to...
Okay. I think I have Julius and Solo. I think they are here. If you want them to talk, they also have jobs.
I will pick 2 more questions and I'll come back to them. I'll pick 2 more questions and I'll come back to them. All right, so let's go to Tilly. After Tilly, I'll come to James. Tilly, unmute yourself now for a question, bro.
Hello, thank you. I want to find out, do you have an age limit that enroll on the course? Do you enroll these young ones? Sometimes these young ones go to UD, they don't want to continue, they want to do something like you are saying now. Do you have age limit that can enroll on the course?
No, we don't have age limit, but anybody can join. I maybe a year ago, I trained someone who was 57. And he got a job. That one was just amazing. After maybe 8 weeks or 6 weeks, he got a job. I've not seen that before, but we don't have age limits. And I train young people, or I require from my trainers. I'm a bit strict. Maybe I sound soft, but I'm a bit strict. That you have to do what I tell you. Anytime in my class, I tell you everybody is a boss. I know you are a boss at home, but for the next 3 to 6 months, let me be the boss. And I want you to follow every instruction I give you. And once you follow every instruction I give you and do exactly what I tell you, there's no way to not become an engineer. No way.
Okay. Yeah. My next question, you are starting the course on the 7th, you said, on the 7th of March. After that, what do you, I don't know, I just want to know the month that you run the course. If anyone wants to enroll, if the person is not ready this month, what's the next enrollment date?
I think maybe now will be the best person to
answer this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tilly, thank you for your question. So we haven't set the subsequent cohort start dates. We sort of do it on the go. So what I would say is, if you can please take a screenshot of the phone numbers and reach out to me, we'll put you on the wait list. Every time we announce the next cohort, we send out an email to everybody on our wait list to let them know. So if you can't join this one, I can put you on that wait list. And then when we have a date, we will email you or we can text you. I mean, I can text you personally. So if you can please get in touch. Let me put my number in the chat. It's one of the numbers on the screenshot, but I'll put it in the chat right now. So if you could just WhatsApp me, I'll get you on the wait list. And anyone else who is interested, we can get you on the wait list if you can't make this one and you want to find out about our next classes. And also, it's just to clarify, it's March 11th, it's Saturday, March 11th. And it's every Saturday. So the way we do it is we start with AWS to give you that foundation, and then we build on DevOps. So it runs, the teaching part is like the first 3 months. Then after you have the foundation, we do lots of practical projects for the next 3 months, if that makes sense. So the course runs for 6 months, but we start March 11th.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Prince, somebody's asking, do one need coding skills before they will be able to become DevOps engineer?
You don't need any coding skills. You don't need any experience at all. We will teach you from scratch. I spoke to someone 2 days ago and I said, I normally even prefer people with no IT background or with no knowledge, but who are willing to listen. My number one requirement is listening and obeying instructions. When I tell you to do this, you do exactly what I tell you. And then when you follow the instructions, what I tell you, you will become. So all you need is the ability to listen to instruction. That's all. But you don't need any coding experience or anything. Once you have computer that works, internet, that's it. You'll be fine.
Okay, cool. My next question from James. James, unmute yourself now for a question, bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Prince, for the work that you're doing. So I want to share my experience briefly before I ask Prince a question. So 6 years ago, I qualified as an accountant, but wasn't earning enough. So I decided to change career, and somebody introduced me to a business analysis course run by Nigerian about 6 years ago. So I went in there, and it was for 9 months. I stayed over. We built the First Bank Nigeria Ghana website. I did all that. Now I'm in the IT space, doing very well. So what I realized is DevOps engineers, we find it very difficult to recruit and retain DevOps engineers. Within 2-3 months, they've moved on because another company has come in and offered them more money. So I was actually looking into DevOps engineering space before I saw these or before I log into this this evening. So I didn't know that is going to be DevOps engineering. So yes, thank you very much, Prince.
Thank you.
I'm your first customer. Thank you. Yeah. So my question is, what's the difference between AWS and Google Cloud? I know Google also do. Are there any significant difference between the two?
Okay, so basically both of them offer almost the same product. It's like Mercedes-Benz and BMW and Audi. They all offer different, or they all offer almost the same, but with different variations, but it's the same. So they all offer cloud services. So Google offer cloud services. They also provide servers and databases and applications that companies can use. Other people also prefer Amazon. But Amazon, they have the edge because they are the leading cloud providers at the moment, and also they constantly they bring out new services. So they are constantly bringing out new services, and they are constantly enlarging and making things easier for companies and support. So they are the leading, but they provide the same. But a lot of companies use AWS.
Thank you.
Welcome. And it's funny that you said 2-3 months they leave. I was talking with somebody and I said this today. I said, I don't need promotion. I promote myself. You know?
Okay.
I just promote myself. So, yeah.
Let's move on to iPhone. iPhone, unmute yourself and ask your question. And I'll add this one. Somebody was asking whether this course is in person or virtual. So let iPhone ask the question, then you add this one to it, then you answer the two for me. iPhone, unmute yourself.
Yeah, thanks so much, Prince. I think my question has been answered already anyway. I was really interested when you said you don't dress so much on the certificate, but you deal more with experience. And I know very much well, say in UK here, they want to know experience. And so for someone to go through the training with yourself for 3 to 6 months, if you build up your CV, you put out your CV there, that's all interview as a reference, I don't know, just want to find out. Is it the training itself, is the experience? And I say you connect someone with the company to get that experience.
Okay. All right. So with all the projects that we give you, they are live projects. We give you real life projects from consulting companies. So whatever that we give you is a real life project. So your experience with us counts as a work experience. So every project that we give you, that's why we encourage people to do the projects. So it's that project that we give you that we will help you to use to build your CV. And we will give you reference to back that.
All right, that's great. Thank you so much.
The second question is it?
The second question was, is it virtual or in person? It's on Zoom. So just like you've joined this Zoom call, if you've been able to join, you can join the classes. We send out, once you've registered, we have a student-only Zoom link. It's sent out regularly. And also on the students' WhatsApp page so that you can join on Zoom. And every class is recorded. So if you are not able to join the class, for whatever reason on a particular day, like I said, you can log on to the portal and watch the recordings. And then we also have tutorials on some evenings, so you can catch up with TA support, etc.
All right, cool. Let's move on to Gilbert. Gilbert, after Gilbert, then we move on to Chelsea.
Yeah, good evening. So I am not based in UK, I'm based in the US. Mine is just a contribution. I don't know I don't know him personally, but I want to testify to what he's actually saying. So that is exactly what is happening also here in the US. So I am also into the IT. I currently work for the federal government, Department of Transportation. And so I also went through the same process. You work 8 hours, 12-hour shift overnight and things like that. And then definitely a friend of mine introduced me to I am not a DevOps person. I am into, I don't want to mention the name of the software, but yeah, I'm also into another software IT field. And so I think if you guys will jump into this DevOps and it will help. That is what we are all doing, or we are the Ghanaians, the Africans, the Nigerians, everybody is doing it. And somebody was also saying something about a certificate. See, right now, if I tell you, have a resume, put it on online, let's say LinkedIn, what do you call this? The other one, LinkedIn, Indeed, and other stuff, without any qualification, forget about anything. You see the kind of course you're going to get as I speak to you now. That is what the Prince was trying to explain to you. If you put a CV out there, resume out there, without you just put it on, look for and just do a duplicate and put it there. Put your phone numbers there. That's it. And when these people are talking to you in their interviews, they don't even ask you whether you have a certificate for DevOps. No, they're not going to even ask you that. The experience. That's why we all say that in the America and then in Europe, they don't concentrate on the certificate. It is the experience. Be able to talk in the interview and then be able to do the job. These are your qualifications. The rest is just as a flowing sale road. So yeah. So I thank you for putting this together, and it will help the Ghanaian community out there. Yeah.
Thank you, Gilbert. I think that was good.
Thank you. Let's move on to Chelsea. Chelsea, unmute yourself and ask your question. After Chelsea, we move on to Joanna.
Hello, Uncle. Thank you. Please, my question is a very quick one because my questions have been answered by now in the chat already. But my question was, so if you were like a 9-to-5 worker, can you still take the classes? Is there going to be days whereby you have to do like weekday classes, or it's just weekend classes throughout? Thank you.
Thank you. So the main class is on Saturdays, and if you join this particular one, it will be 1 to 4. We record the videos, and then on maybe it will be Tuesday or Thursday, we have tutorials which also be recorded. But I think that one is just 1 hour, 7 to 8 in the evening. So is the Tuesday, the tutorials is what we have done Saturday. Then another lecturer will come and explain it to you if you have any questions, because we assume that, you watch the video, you go and learn, and you have a few questions here and there. So it's just to help you.
Thank you very much. Let's move on to Joanna. Joanne, unmute yourself and ask your question, please. After Joanne, Patience. Hello, Joanne. Let's move on to Patience if Joanne is not there. Patient, unmute yourself and ask your question. After Patient, we move on to Samuel Kumsin. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right, let's move on to Kumsin, if you are there.
Hello,
Kumsin,
can you
unmute
hear me?
yourself. Yes, I can hear you, Kumsin.
Okay, it's a contribution that I wanted to make for my brother. I think they've done amazing work, and I thank God for what they are doing in the lives of us. And all I want to say is I'm a DevOps engineer myself. I started out quite a bit some time ago, and it changed my life. So anybody here that wants to get into technology and have a job for life, being able to work from home, all the good things that our brother Prince has said, I just want to testify that it's something that you will not regret. If you come from where I come from, sometimes we only dream for certain jobs. But if you see yourself in a year, 2 years, and you are working as a top manager with a lot of people under you, and the earning potential that you are earning, sometimes, you got to pinch yourself. So I will always encourage people to sign up right now and change their lives by being a DevOps engineer. It's an amazing place to be. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, Kumsin, if I may ask, Prince was telling us that you could earn an average of 70K per year. Can you tell us a little bit about the earning? Because you were saying that sometimes you don't even believe that you are the one earning those kind of monies.
So I think that's a start. I would, just like he said, you've got to work hard. But working hard is just the commitment that you commit yourself to him teaching you. And afterwards, I think you can even earn more than that, because technology is how good you are. So you put yourself out there, you do the hard work. Like he said, if you get the certification, it is good. But every interview, they will ask you specific things that he's going to teach you. Can you do this? Once you can demonstrate, you can tell them about it, you have a job. For them, it's not the money that they're paying you. They just want someone with a very good skill to come and join a team. So you can negotiate your salary. You can promote yourself, like he's been saying. I know people within 6 months, they had left even a permanent job, they were doing contracts. And I don't want to say money's here because of disclaimer, but it's an amazing place to be. So, we've all worked good jobs, menial jobs, but the ability to sometimes work from home, spend some time with the family, and earn that type of money, I would say it's a no-brainer. You just need to put the hard work that Prince and the team will take you through. And I'll tell everyone to sign up. It changed my life some years back. So,
thank you very much. Prince, you want to say something?
Yeah. The gentleman who just spoke, he is my mentor. He was, when I started learning, he was the first person I saw doing DevOps. And then the funny side is that I was told, he just bought Q7. And so anytime I'm learning, my aim was to learn DevOps and buy Q7. So I know him personally. Yeah.
All right. Somebody is asking, how does IT compliance compare to DevOps in terms of salary? Do you have any idea?
I have no idea. All I know is that DevOps is in high demand, and is the only career that I've come across that, the amount that they put out, I always tell people, is not the real amount they give. Because when you call me and you put amount, any amount that you give, I will take more than that. So the amount you see there, I will ask you, what's your budget? If you call me, right now, I'll ask you, what's your budget? That's the first question I will ask you, that you want me to work for you. What's your budget? Most of the people will tell me, we don't have budget. What it means is, if you can do the job, they will pay any amount that you want. So I don't know about the other, but I know that DevOps, you can take a lot of money. Yeah.
Right. We've exhausted all the questions for now. Before you will go, what will be your last words for our audience? After this, we will break, and we will go to breakout room 1 for anybody who have issue with your TapTapSend account. And I'll open breakout room 2. If you still want to ask Prince and the team any question, you can go to breakout room 2. Then the main platform, TapTapSend focus section, will be going on the main platform. Let me take last question, then we will move on. Jonas, you have a question here. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, my network problem me real munche 5 minutes penny. And my question is the course now. I was aiming to get in earlier, but of course the way I hear say when you like what's the callback say is very something which is like a something new, or something that is kind of like become like hot cake in the system now. So and my brother is bringing it to the table, and I really appreciate that. But I would like to know how much and how do you get it?
Okay, I think chat this one, the numbers be at so I'll be free. And I don't know if I can say the price. So we are in 4 is 2,500. So we are installment 3,000 after we've given all the discounts. So we applied all the discounts, and that's the actual price is 4,000, but here we are giving it out 2,500 if you pay in full, and 3,000 if you want to pay installment.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Jonas. All right. So Prince, your last words. The episode DJ, how if somebody want to contact you, with team know how they will be able to contact. If somebody want to join the this coming Saturday webinar, and if somebody want to register for the course, finally until Nafi and session very.
All right, okay. So I think say they are changed the course no na go for my testimony. So how once be I started say make now if you maybe you had some doubts now with all the testimony, all the people and all the questions you I mean sure say there's a lot of doubts. So all I would say is that DevOps have changed my life. You understand? And all the people that I've trained, it has changed their life. You know, one of my students, he got a job, and after a few months, he sent me a picture of new Range Rover. You know, so it's DevOps. I don't know any job that you will start, and within a few months, you just go and get a Range Rover. You know, we will all not get the same amount. Let me put it that way, depending on how you talk in the interview. But it's a very good opportunity if you want to be part of the future. And also one thing I like about DevOps, it gives you flexibility. What it means is that you don't stay at one place and, you know, we go to work and you don't like it and your boss is not making you happy and you are scared that it's hard to get a job. DevOps is not like that. They want to keep you. So to me, it gives me freedom. If I'm not happy in this environment, I know in my inbox, a lot of people are chasing me. I just apply for another one and I go. So to me, it gives me a peace of mind. So if you want to be part of the future, I would say train and become a DevOps engineer. Be part of the future. That's where the world is going. Just be part of the future. You know, now it's new. Okay, so even the companies, they don't understand it. So this is the time to jump on. If you wait too long and the knowledge matures, it will be hard to get in. But now it's so new. All the companies are just recruiting people because of DevOps. This is the time to jump on. So just become part of the future. That's what I would say. And also, you will never regret when you train with us. Okay? We are credible people. We are not here to dupe anybody. Before Prince brought me here, he did his background check. He told Julius he's doing his background check. And I was really happy that you said that no, I don't bring people just here. I have to do my background check. So we are credible people. We are here. We will not take your money and run away. No, we fear God. Okay? So our aim, you know, I'm passionate about learning. My aim is to get you a job. That's what we are here to do, to get you a job. When you get a job, I become extremely excited. Let me share this testimony. Someone contacted me who for almost 7 years had not done any work because of family issues. And this guy was able to train to become a DevOps engineer. And these are the kind of stuff that makes me excited and I'm passionate about, not the technology, but the passion that other people will get job and support their family. So I will encourage you to become part of the future. I wanted to share my screen and for you to see some of the offers in my inbox, but I think now we've had a lot of people testify, so there's no need to show.
When they come to Saturday webinar, then you can show it to them. Right. So before Prince will go, I want to hear from Director Mauto. Then we'll go for a break. When we come back from the break, we'll open breakout room 1 for all tap send issues. Breakout room 2, if you want to still ask any question about DevOps from Prince team, you can go to breakout room 2. Then Kofi Eje, US growth lead, will take over tap send focus session. Mauto, we want to hear from you.
No, I just want to say a big thank you to Prince and his team for coming on. And it's been good. It's been engaging. It's been exciting, and I'm glad we did this because it looks like clearly there is people out there, and it's such a very different show from last week. So last week, if you were not on the show, because different people come for different things, right? We were talking about women who were wearing trousers to sleep, right? And that was a very different show to today, where we're talking about people making buying Q7. This is Tap Send. You are welcome. Yeah, he didn't say thank you, but you're welcome, Pa. So, Prince, thank you very much, and thanks to your team. And for those of you who are listening to the show afterwards, wherever you are, and people who message me all the time saying, "Oh, can we get a job? Employers are Tap Send. We're looking to make a break into tech." This is a very good opportunity for you to get into something that could land you a job or that could land you some earnings. Take it seriously. And adding to the credibility point, part of the show production is for us to bring things to you that we believe that will be of interest to you, that would add something to you, right? Because when you make 70K, you should at least send 60K through Tap Send to Ghana. So this is all part of it, right? So we check the guys out, we follow them. Prince that knows them personally, or we have one of our team who knows them. We can vouch for them. So when we do this with the confidence that you hear it from us. It means that, look, we are saying that go and talk to them. We are not saying that it's Tap Send, but we are saying these are guys that we've vetted and we've done our work on them. But it's good for you to do your own work too. It means that Hanko, yeah, don't come and look for me, but I kind of say we've done all the work that we could possibly do to make sure that these guys are solid people that we bring to you every single week. And thank you for staying and thank you for coming. And David will be here taking some other questions, and I'll be here too in the back somewhere. But thank you very much, guys. And hopefully, if you log off now because you've finished DevOps and you want to go, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you very soon. If you stay with us, let's have a chat. It'll be fun.
Right. So we are going for a quick ad break. Yebape, we will open breakout room 1 and room 2, and the main room will be Tap Send focus section. All right, producer.
Tap Send. Hello, people. Now Tap Send is finally in New York. You thought we are not coming there. We are in your place. So what you have to do is to make sure you send money to Ghana. If you're in New York, families and friends in Ghana are waiting for you. All you have to do is to put in your information, sign up on the App Store or Google Play Store, and then you tap and send. New York, we are live and in charge. No excuse. So make sure now you use Tap Send to send all the money you want to send to the families in Ghana. You know what I mean? Tap Send. It's secure, it's fast, and it's convenience. Open day. Did I mention my name? My name is Carlo Boss. The only boss. Wait, what that? Download Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Want to get out of a job you hate? Did you know you can become a DevOps engineer and earn an average salary of £75,000. You will be highly paid. You can work from home and spend more time with your family, and your work will be respected. Train with Cloud Rock Academy to become a DevOps engineer in just 6 months. Interested? Watch our free on-demand training to learn more.
Yo,